Hello, welcome back to another Southern Woman's Lifestyle cooking vlog. Today it's Southern Black Bottom Chocolate Icebox Pie. It's perfect for the summertime because no baking's involved. Ingredients you'll need. Now, as usual, I've listed everything here, but it's also down in the description to make life easier. First up, I'm not going to talk a lot, but I'm just going to melt 1 stick of butter in the microwave. Next, I'm just going to blitz up 9 ounces of chocolate cookies in the food processor to make them to crumbs. You're going to put them in a bowl to the side. Then you're going to pour the melted butter on top, and you're just going to mix thoroughly. And what we're looking for is wet sand. So you're just going to mix and mix and mix, and eventually it's going to look like wet sand. And that's when you know you're done mixing. And I'm using a 9-inch pie dish, and I'm just putting it in there. I'm using this spatula, but I did move over to using a 1 cup measuring cup to really so I can go up the sides. I'm trying to get a 1/2 inch up the side, the cookie crumb. And then I'm going to cover it, and I'm going to put it in the freezer for no less than 30 minutes. And that's to set it. I actually made it the day before, so. And now I am just measuring up 2/3 cup of granulated sugar into a mixing bowl. And then I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. This is a thickening agent we're going to use. And I'm just going to use my spatula. I'm going to break up any kind of lumps from the cornstarch. And I'm going to just basically do it until all of it's thoroughly combined. Next, in a large bowl, I'm going to add 4 egg yolks. And I just use my hands to remove the white part. It's just the easiest. I've been doing this ever since high school. And then next, I measure out 2 cups of whole milk. And then I'm going to add it to the egg yolks. I'm going to mix thoroughly. And once everything's mixed thoroughly, I'm going to move everything over to a large saucepan. And now I'm going to add the cornstarch and sugar mixture, and I'm just going to mix thoroughly. I used the whisk, but I also used the spatula just to make sure there was no lumps on the bottom or anything. And then I move it over to a medium-high flame, and I'm going to stir constantly while I cook it. I'm going to thicken it over the flame. And I set my timer for 12 minutes. That's when I know that it should be cooked after 12 minutes. And you can see this is thickened. And you're going to pull it from the heat. I'm going to stir it a little bit, and then I'm using a double boiler and I'm melting 8 ounces of dark chocolate. In the meantime, I'm adding 1 tablespoon of dark rum to the filling and 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. That's my homemade vanilla extract that I make. And I'm just going to mix everything thoroughly together. And it doesn't take that long for the chocolate to melt. Once it's melted, I pull it from the heat, and then I'm going to add it to the filling. And then I'm just going to mix thoroughly. And make the filling really smooth. I run it through a fine mesh strainer. And I use the spatula to push the filling through. And it takes a moment. But this really gives you the smoothest consistency for the pie filling you can have. Just like you do any kind of pudding. And now I'm covering with saran wrap, making sure the saran wrap is directly in contact with the filling because you don't want any film to develop. And then I put the lid on the storage container and I cool it overnight in the refrigerator. Now it's the next day. I brought it out, the filling. It's over there on the side, and I'm going to whip up 2 cups of heavy whipping cream in the stand mixing bowl. Now you can add more sugar or less sugar to whipping cream. I only add 1 teaspoon, but you can add up to 3 teaspoons, up to you. Some people add up a 1/4 cup of sugar. I think that's too sweet. And I'm just going to whip it on high, and I'm looking for a stiff peak. Now, in the meantime, while I'm waiting for that to whip up. I'm just going to break up the filling mixture with a fork. And now it's whipped up to a stiff peak. And then I'm going to put the chocolate filling in the pie shell that's, been made and set up in the freezer. And why I like it so much is I don't have to cook anything except on the stovetop, which is very fast. And I'm just going to spread out the filling evenly in the pie shell. And then next, I'm going to cover the chocolate filling with whipped cream. And I'm going to use the back of my spatula to just spread it on out. It's a very simple, easy pie. And the next, I'm just going to garnish with grated dark chocolate. I think I never said it, Ghirardelli chocolate bar I used. I'm just going to put as much or as little as you want. I did a lot, actually. I think it looks pretty. And this is what it looks like. It's absolutely delicious, fast to make. You're not going to heat up your kitchen, and everyone loves this. I'm telling you, make it. Everyone will love it. To help our channel grow, we're asking everybody to please like, subscribe, and comment. Right now, AI is running the show, so all these things are important. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider becoming one. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help us out tremendously. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss one of our videos, because we are trying to get to 10,000 subscribers this year. It's going to take a while, I think, because people have to watch the video. It just takes time. All right. Thank you all for your help, and we'll see you next time. We post new videos twice a week, every Wednesday and Sunday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider becoming one. It doesn't cost you anything. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. And if you have any suggestions or want to see something we haven't made yet, just ask us and we'll look in our recipe drawer and we'll see if we have something. All right, we'll see you next time. Thank you all for watching. We're ever so grateful you came on by to watch one of our little videos. We can't even tell you how over the moon we are for all the subscribers we have, new and old. Just thank you all for supporting us and helping us grow. We cannot believe we've gotten to like 2,285, I think is what we have right now. Can't believe it. And I'm going to mention something that I mention every week. We have extreme weather. It's a lot of tornadoes, a lot of rain. Make sure you have an emergency plan in place. Extra food, water, medications, eyeglasses. You have a plan placed to meet up if something bad happens. And then you have your emergency contact information in Ziploc bags, all the numbers, because sometimes phones get wet and you can't use it, but you'll always have those numbers and you can always borrow someone's phone to call somebody if something happens. All right, as always, stay safe and be blessed, and we'll see y'all next time.